Like a lot of people, I was over the full moon that Brandy was going to be reprising her role as Cinderella from 1997's Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella in Descendants, The Rise of Red. While, of course, this is not the same iteration of the character that Brandy played in 1997, it is still so beautiful that Brandy is still Cinderella in 2024. I don't really want to get too personal or too dark, but I do want to say that I was in a low place when I deleted my previous channel, the lowest that I have ever been, in the darkest space I have ever been in, and somehow, during that time, by the grace of God, Brandy's music fell into my lap and really changed my life, and I don't say that lightly, it's very true. Without Brandy and her music, I probably still wouldn't be here, so it feels like such a treat to get this Brandy as Cinderella doll. In the bottom corner of the packaging, there is an image of Cinderella from the film, as well as the Descendants, The Rise of Red logo, and the Mattel logo. Outlining the doll in her window box packaging, there are suits of cards, as well as that signature silver metallic broken heart design that is on all of the Rise of Red doll packaging. On both sides of the doll's box, there is kind of like that clock pocket watch design, as well as the Disney Descendants, The Rise of Red logo. And like I said, that is on both sides of the box. The back of the packaging follows suit with the other Rise of Red dolls, featuring a huge image of the character that the doll is based off of, as well as some legal information and a super short bio about the character itself. So this is Cinderella's box, and this is such a gorgeous picture of Brandy. I know that I dragged this dress to filth, and it's still not my favorite. I don't think it's very flattering, but Brandy looks really good in this picture. A forever dreamer, Her Majesty rules with elegance, warmth, and grace, and I feel like that not only describes the character of Cinderella, but I also feel like that describes Brandy herself. And now it is finally time for the moment I have been waiting a very long time for. The Brandy doll as Cinderella is out of the box, and she is absolutely everything and more that I could have ever wanted in a Descendants, The Rise of Red Cinderella doll, let alone a Cinderella as Brandy doll. In the United States, this Cinderella doll retails for about $29.99 and is currently an exclusive at Target. There are so many beautiful positives that I have for this doll, and I only have one super tiny complaint that I will get to in a second, but overall, this Brandy doll is stunning. While this is the first officially released Brandy as Cinderella doll, this is not the only Brandy doll that Mattel has ever made, so I will do a more in-depth comparison later in this video. This Brandy doll has pretty simple makeup, so she has shimmery metallic silver eyeshadow, as well as a nude lip color. She also has 2 earrings, as well as a matching tiara, and I love the kind of translucent, iridescent, very sheer and beautiful plastic that these accessories are sculpted in. As I said earlier, I only have one small complaint for this doll, and that is that her hair is pretty messy right out of the box. And that's not a reflection of this doll at all. It's just the packaging that made it this way. She does have this really long, blue, beautiful fishtail braid. And I almost think that because it's a fishtail braid, that's what's causing it to be so messy. She does have kind of like this faux bun at the top with a braid that comes out of that, as well as another braid that is then intertwined into the long fishtail. And she does have a few different shades of blue in her hair, including a darker blue, as well as a super lighter blue, and kind of like a silver color as well. So my only real complaint is that this doll has an intricate hairstyle that ends up getting ruined by the packaging. But now, to warm it back up with some love, she does have a matching, iridescent, sheer, beautiful necklace that matches her earrings as well as her crown. And then her dress, I think, looks really good on her. But before I get into that, she does have these 2 gloves that are made out of this really kind of very light, sheer blue. They look very regal on her. They aren't full arm length like they are in the costume that Brandy wore in the film, but I still think they are a nice touch, and it definitely looks better than having just bare arms, and of course they are removable. So when promotional photos of Brandy came out as Cinderella in The Rise of Red and she was wearing this dress, I was not a fan at all. I did not like it, but I think it translated insanely well to doll form, and I think this looks really good on the doll. The entire dress is constructed really well and is in this very baby blue, almost powder blue color. She has 2 very big poofy sleeves, as well as a sort of V neckline that goes down into this beautiful ball gown. And this isn't the thickest quality. It's pretty thin actually, but it is lined on the inside. So it's definitely constructed very well and feels like a solid piece of doll clothing. There is this silver foil all around the dress, and here's a look at it from the back. So this silver foil design is on the front and the back and adds a lot of design to this kind of just blue bag. Like I said, though, although I don't love this dress in photos, I think it looked fine in the film, and I think it looks exceptionally well on this doll. Now, the shoes are a little disappointing. The sculpt of them is really nice, but I wish they were done in that iridescent sheer plastic like the rest of the Brandy doll's accessories. But they are a nice silver color, and moving on to the articulation, this Brandy doll has 11 points of articulation, including movement at the neck, both of the doll's shoulders, both of the doll's elbows, both of the doll's wrists, both of the doll's hips, and both of the doll's knees. So she has the standard articulation that most of the Rise of Red dolls have. So now it is time for a super quick little comparison between this 2024 Brandy Cinderella doll and this Brandy doll that was also made by Mattel a very, very long time ago. I grabbed my favorite Brandy doll that I have. I do not work for Mattel, so I cannot concretely confirm that these dolls have the same face sculpt, but it is extremely similar. So the original Brandy dolls have a much smaller head than this new Brandy Cinderella doll, so it is possible that the original sculpt was just enlarged for this new doll. So it is difficult to tell due to the size of the heads as well as the screenings. They're very different, so all of these little differences can kind of warp the way that the face sculpt looks. But anyway, that was my review of this very, very special doll in my Descendants doll collection. Brandy and her music mean so, so much to me, and I'm so grateful that Disney and Brandy worked together again for The Rise of Red. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so, so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on another Descendants The Rise of Red doll video. And more importantly, don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and remember that you are a goddamn superstar. I love you. Peace.